this is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.
I'm Bailey Taylor, and this is It Girl. This podcast is all about going deeper with the women shaping culture right now. Yes, we will talk about the style and the success, but we are also talking about the pressure, the expectations, and the real work behind it all.
As a woman in the industry, you're always underestimated. So you have to work extra hard in a way that doesn't compromise who you are and your integrity. You know, I like to say I was kind of like a silent ninja.
Listen to It Girl with Bailey Taylor on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey there, this is Josh from Stuff You Should Know with a message that could change your life. The Stuff You Should Know Think Spring podcast playlist is available now. Whether spring has sprung in your neck of the woods yet or not, the Stuff You Should Know Think Spring playlist will make you want to get your overalls on, get outside, and get your hands in the dirt. You can get the Stuff You Should Know Think Spring playlist on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
If you're trying to keep up with everything happening on and off the court, we've got you covered on the podcast, Flagrant and Funny.
You want to start with the first question for the Big Ten Coach of the Year?
Oh, whatever.
Would you like to?
Yeah, sure.
So you're a Spartan, is that what I'm getting?
Exactly. So whether your bracket is busted or you just want the real talk on what's happening during the tournament, open your free iHeartRadio app, search Flagrant and Funny with Carrie Champion and Jamel Hill, and listen now.
Presented by Capital One, founding partner of iHeart Women's Sports.
I'm Lori Siegel, and on my new podcast, Mostly Human, I'll take you to some wild corners of the tech world. I'm about to go on a date with an AI companion at a real-world cafe right here in New York City.
There's no playbook for what to do when an AI model hallucinates a story about you.
Mostly Human is your playbook for how tech can work for you.
Anyone can now be an entrepreneur. Anyone can build an app. And it's very empowering.
Listen to Mostly Human on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.
It is time now for my strawberry letter for today. And if you need advice on relationships, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your strawberry letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. And you never know, it could be yours.
It could be yours. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry letter.
Nephew, thank you. Subject, new year, new body. Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm a 29-year-old married man, and I got married 2 years ago. When I got married, I had a baby on the way by my wife and another baby on the way by a lady that I had a one-night stand with. I manned up and admitted everything the week before my wedding. My fiance was so caught up in getting married that she didn't react to what I told her. I expected her to yell and scream, but she stayed calm, cool, and collected until we got home from our honeymoon. That's when she flipped the script and got evil. She said that from here on out, we have a marriage of convenience and she will do whatever she wants to do when she wants to do it. She said we will still do things as a couple in public, but that's it. We argued for a full week, but in the end, she got her way and she is living her best life. Usually when I am at home taking care of our daughter. Steve and Shirley, my wife goes out a couple of nights a week, and she comes home late or the next day sometimes. She thinks this is how she's getting even with me, but I told her it makes her look like trash when our mutual friends see her out drunk without her husband. I worry about her well-being a lot and asked her if it would be better if we separated for a while. She keeps saying that she wants me to suffer, but this has gone on long enough. She bragged to me recently about this new man she met, and she had the nerve to say, "New year, new body" to me. She's steadily collecting bodies, different men, and got me out here looking like a fool. When is enough enough? Is this what I deserve, or is it time to cut my losses and divorce this woman? When is enough enough? When you say enough is enough, okay? When you get sick and tired of this. Your woman, your wife, like you said in the letter, is evil. I mean, this game she's playing is not about payback. It's about her cheating and doing whatever she wants to do with convenience and the security of marriage. She's holding you and this marriage hostage for her own selfish gain. And while you're not blameless in this situation because you did sleep with someone else unprotected, but at least you took accountability and were willing to work it out. It doesn't make it right what you did, but you manned up. She took advantage, though, of everything. How long are you supposed to pay for this? I mean, what kind of life is this? Are you supposed to pay for this for the rest of your life while you're married to this woman? What kind of life is that going to be? Marriage with no love, no nothing, your wife out drunk, cheating, bringing different men. This is craziness. Look, I hope you're taking care of the other baby that you had, and now you need to take care of yourself. If this was a real marriage, I could see you staying and trying to work it out. But in this case, you have every single reason to walk away from this woman. Steve?
Wow. I'm a little surprised in your answer, Shirley, because of what the man did. I know you say that he's not blameless either, but both of these people are creating a situation that they brought to us that there isn't a fix for, because each one decided to use their own form of fixing. And each one of their method of fixing this has worsened the situation. So it's a 29-year-old man. He got married 2 years ago. And then when he got married, his fiance was having a baby. But also another lady he had a one-night stand with was having a baby at the same time. He said, I manned up and admitted everything the week before my wedding. Okay, now you can say I manned up and then admitted it, but I got you, bro. I got what you're trying to say. But because you manned up does not excuse the act itself. The act was a pretty big act, man. You not only slept with somebody else, that somebody else is pregnant with another child. At the same time, your wife had her child. And even though you admitted it a week before, guess what? Her fix was, I'm going to get married anyway. She kept it to herself. She played the game out. Y'all had the wedding, everybody over, you took the pictures, you ate the cake. Y'all even went on a honeymoon. She waited till she got back to tell you how upset she was with it. You expected her to be mad and all this here, but no. Y'all got home from the honeymoon. That's when she flipped the script and got evil. Now, is that right for her to do it that way? I'm going to tell you why it's wrong, because now, I think you did the right thing by going in there and telling her. Because how you going to keep this a secret? I actually know somebody who did that very same thing and kept the secret. And somebody else told on him.
Ooh.
Yeah, so.
That's not what you do.
I understand. Now, when I come back, I'm going to show you how this has backfired on both of y'all. And then I'll tell you what I do.
All right. Hang on, that? Steve. We'll have part 2 of your response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter subject, New Year, New Body. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Why hasn't a woman formally participated in a Formula One race weekend in over a decade?
Think about how many skills they have to develop at such a young age.
What can we learn from all of the new F1 romance novels suddenly popping up every year?
He still smelled of podium champagne and expensive friction.
And how did a 2023 event called Wagageddon change the paddock forever?
That day
is just seared into my memory.
I'm culture writer and F1 expert Lily Herman, and these are just a few of the questions I'm tackling on No Grip, a Formula One culture podcast that dives into the underexplored pockets of the sport. In each episode, a different guest and I will go deeper into the wacky mishaps, scandals, and sagas, both on the track and far away from it, that have made F1 a delightful, decadent dumpster fire for more than 75 years. Listen to No Grip on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm Bailey Taylor, and this is It Girl. You may know me from my It Girl series I've done on the streets of New York over the years. Well, I've got good news. I am bringing those interviews and many more to this podcast. Yes, we will talk about the style and the success, but we are also talking about the pressure, the expectations, and the real work with the women shaping culture right now.
As a woman in the industry, you're always underestimated. So you have to work extra hard and you have to push the narrative in a way that doesn't compromise who you are and your integrity. You know, I like to say I was kind of like a silent ninja.
Each week, I have unfiltered conversations with female founders, creatives, and leaders to talk about ambition, visibility, and what it really takes to build something meaningful in the public eye. Because being an It Girl isn't about the spotlight, it's about owning it. I think the negatives need to be discussed and they need to be told to people who maybe don't do this every day, just so they know what's really going on. I feel like pulling the curtain back is important. Listen to It Girl with Bailey Taylor on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
If you're trying to keep up with everything happening on and off the court, we've got you covered on the podcast Flagrant and Funny.
You want to start with the first question for the Big Ten Coach of the Year? Oh, whatever. Would you like to?
Yeah, sure.
So you're a Spartan, is that what I'm getting?
Exactly. So whether your bracket is busted or you just want the real talk on what's happening during the tournament, open your free iHeartRadio app, search Flagrant and Funny with Carrie Champion and Jamel Hill, and listen now.
Presented by Capital One, founding partner of iHeart Women's Sports.
I became a millionaire overnight, but lost everything that actually mattered.
Wait a minute, Sophia. Did you just say he lost everything?
That's right. It's inheriting too much drama week on the OK Storytime podcast, so we'll find out soon. This person writes, I just inherited a fortune after losing my mom, and now my girlfriend's entire family is coming out of nowhere with their hands out. One sibling wants me to fund their whole lifestyle. Another vanished for 4 years and suddenly reappeared, and my girlfriend is already giving my money away.
Hold on, Sophia. So the girl he wants to marry is already sending money out the door.
And that's just the beginning. He makes a plan, sets up a trust, and finally thinks he has everything under control.
Okay, so things work out then?
Let's just say the people he trusted the most are the ones who ended up shocking him the most.
So does the money end up being worth going through all that?
To find out, listen to the OK Storytime podcast on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, it's Carla Farrell. Kick that old mop and bucket aside. Are you ready for a mop and bucket clean in half the time? Make the swap to Swiffer Power Mop. The all-in-one cleaning hero has a built-in solution that breaks down dirt and grime like magic. With hundreds of scrubbing strips on the pad, it absorbs sticky messes with ease. Plus, it'll leave your home smelling great for hours after cleaning. Get yours today and mop smarter with the Swiffer Power Mop.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is New Year, New Body.
29-year-old man married to a woman who's having his baby, but he also had an affair, and the woman he had an affair with in a one-night stand, so he says is having a baby also. A week before the wedding, he said he manned up and admitted to his wife what she had did. He expected her to yell and all like that. She didn't yell. That's what, see, I'd have left then.
When she didn't yell.
Wasn't no yelling, wasn't no hollering, all this here. And I'd have knew, this is not, I can't go to sleep around her. That I'd have came to that. But anyway, she was so caught up in the wedding, she went on and followed it through. And waited till after y'all got home for the honeymoon. And that's when she flipped the script and became evil. And she told this man, from here on out, we now have a marriage of convenience. And she gonna do whatever she want to do whenever she want to do it. She said, now in public, we gonna still do things as a couple, but that's it. Then you said, we argued for a full week, but in the end, she got her way. Right there, dog. Now, you suffered from guilt because you did wrong. Did the girl wrong. She played you all the way through the marriage, and now here come the get back. But see, the way both of y'all chose to handle this is so ignorant on so many levels. I'm going to marry you anyway, but now it's a marriage of convenience. I'm going to do what I want to do. That ain't no life, man. But then you agreed to it because you felt like, you had wronged her. So now what she decided to do? She gonna go out living her best life. You at home with your daughter. She out a couple nights a week, come home late or the next day. Man, ain't nobody sitting still for this here. I'm at the house with the baby. You don't come home till late or sometimes not at all. And she think this how she gonna get even with me. But I told her it makes her look like trash when our mutual friends see how drunk without her husband. You sitting at the house accepting this? This is the agreement, the arrangement that you agreed to, or I'm pretty sure you didn't think you had this in mind. I worry about her well-being a lot and ask her if it would be better if we separated for a while. She keeps saying she wants me to suffer, but this is going on long enough. Then she told you recently about this new man she met, and she had the nerve to say, new year, new body. She's steady collecting bodies, different men. Man, what?
This is crazy.
Man, listen to me. This don't make no sense. And you sitting here, and I can't really detect in the letter how long this is going on, but it's going on for a while.
At least 2 years.
You're not punishing me for 2 years. I'm not asking your permission. Should we separate? Anyway, she got me out here looking like a fool. When is enough enough? Is this what I deserve? Yeah, you deserve all of that. Or is it time to cut my losses and divorce this woman? See, listen to me. Both of y'all made stupid decisions. You initiated this with your infidelity. Her trying to get you back by marrying you anyway, but then having this marriage of convenience to do what I want to do. You at the house with the baby. She in here out in the street with these men. Now she coming home telling you about these men. Let girl bye. This marriage was doomed from the beginning. From the very beginning. And both of you all's solutions was dooming the marriage further from there was no reconciliation here. There was no resolve here. This marriage is all get back. You ain't even said y'all having no relations at all. What, Shirley?
29. They're really young too. He's 29.
I ain't never been that young. You know what I mean? I'm not finna play this game with you.
No.
You're not doing it. You weren't doing this to me if I'm 17. I'm gonna figure this one out. Wait, I'm at the house watching the dog and you out with wait, what? No, so both of them's decision was wrong. He agreed to let her do this marriage of convenience. I'd have stopped it right there. We're not finna play this game. Now, I said I'm sorry. I know sorry is not good enough at this point. I know I damaged your trust and faith and all like this. My bad. The marriage should have never happened if this was going to be the fix. Because now you just got a complete mess right here. Yeah. All because you did what you did, but all because now she's doing what she's doing, and all because y'all decided this is the way we're going to fix it. There's no resolve here. There's no forgiveness here. There's no resolution here. Y'all need therapy. But I'm getting a divorce.
Yeah. Leave your comments on today's Strawberry Letter on Instagram and Facebook at Steve Harvey FM.
Hey,
and check us out.
You can go do whatever you want to do. You just ain't going to be married to me and do it. That's all.
Right. On the Strawberry Letter podcast on the free iHeartRadio app. Coming up next, it is Junior with a sports update. We'll get into that right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
I'm Bailey Taylor, and this is It Girl. This podcast is all about going deeper with the women shaping culture right now. Yes, we will talk about the style and the success, but we are also talking about the pressure, the expectations, and the real work behind it all.
As a woman in the industry, you're always underestimated. So you have to work extra hard in a way that doesn't compromise who you are and your integrity. You know, I like to say I was kind of like a silent ninja.
Listen to It Girl with Bailey Taylor on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey there, this is Josh from Stuff You Should Know with a message that could change your life. The Stuff You Should Know Think Spring podcast playlist is available now. Whether spring has sprung in your neck of the woods yet or not, the Stuff You Should Know Think Spring playlist will make you want to get your overalls on, get outside, and get your hands in the dirt. You can get the Stuff You Should Know Think Spring playlist on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
If you're trying to keep up with everything happening on and off the court, we've got you covered on the podcast, Flagrant and Funny.
You want to start with the first question for the Big Ten Coach of the Year? Oh, whatever. Would you like to?
Yeah,
So you're a Spartan. Is that what I'm getting? Exactly.
So whether your bracket is busted or you just want the real talk on what's happening during the tournament, open your free iHeartRadio app, search Flagrant and Funny with Carrie Champion and Jamel Hill, and listen now.
Presented by Capital One, founding partner of iHeart Women's Sports.
I'm Lori Siegel, and on my new podcast, Mostly Human, I'll take you to some wild corners of the tech world. I'm about to go on a date with an AI companion at a real-world cafe right here in New York City.
There's no playbook for what to do when an AI model hallucinates a story about you.
Mostly Human is your playbook for how tech can work for you.
Anyone can now be an entrepreneur. Anyone can build an app. And it's very empowering.
Listen to Mostly Human on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.